So I got to play Fallout 76's biggest update ever early, which this is officially coming to the game for everyone to play around the end of this year when the second season of the Fallout TV show comes out on Amazon Prime Video. Gotta say, smart of them to release this around the same time because that's when a bunch of players will be jumping into Fallout 76. Also, I just wanted to mention before getting into all of this that this is alpha build footage over the update, so keep that in mind. And big thanks to Bethesda for flying me out to New York to experience this early at the Microsoft Experience Center in New York City. It was my first time ever being in New York, so I had to do some sightseeing while I was out there. Man, it was seriously an amazing experience. Which, by the way, stay tuned until the end of this video if you want. I'll be showing you all what the experience was like at the Fallout 76 event out there that Bethesda set up. It was awesome, and it took me by surprise, let's just say that much. I didn't expect something to be literally underneath the Microsoft Experience Center. I had no idea there was something underneath that place. It's crazy to think about how much is actually hidden underground, especially in New York. Also, at the end of this video, I'll be doing an unboxing of something Bethesda gave me while attending the event as well. Oh, no way! No way. Oh, yeah. Seriously, I feel so blessed. I gotta give thanks to God, too. None of this would have been possible without Him. God is good. But yeah, let's get into all of this. This update is the biggest update apparently ever coming to Fallout 76, according to Bethesda's creative director, John Rush.
It's only gonna get better.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's only gonna get better. Between you and I.
Yeah.
So,
Let me see this.
ready? Take off your headphones. Between you and I, end of this year, we have probably the biggest update to Fallout 76 ever, which I'm not going to talk about.
Okay.
As you heard there, that was him saying that. That was in an interview a while back ago done by a guy that goes by Paris on YouTube. And the creative director has also doubled down on this statement by tweeting out that this is going to be the biggest update. So yeah, obviously he believes that this is the biggest update ever. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you all. From what I've experienced so far, I don't think this is the biggest update we have ever gotten. I'm just going to flat out say that at the beginning of this. I think Wastelanders is still bigger than this one, at least from what I've got to experience once again. But don't get me wrong, it is still huge. It is massive, actually. It's actually the biggest update we have ever gotten after the Wastelanders update. I could easily just say to you, yeah, it was the biggest and best thing I have ever experienced so far in Fallout 76, but personally, I still honestly think Wastelanders tops this one. It's going to be hard to top the Wastelanders update because that's when we officially got human NPCs in the game that we could interact with. It came with a new huge storyline between the raiders and settlers, and it also included more factions besides just those two, and not to mention it came with a bunch of new gear, armor, a whole new currency, the gold bullion, and treasury notes, and much more. I could go on and on about that update. It was massive. Like Bethesda literally said themselves, they went over the budget with that update in the past.
Writers, a lot of us, if anything, we had to limit the number of choices. There were a lot of passes towards just like, oh my god, like it's more than a screen full. So we're trying to get you to the right level of role playing and the right level of reactivity to things you may have done.
Yeah, the design team went way over the budget with how many lines of dialogue are in this. It's shocking.
They were very excited about this.
Sorry, not just over the budget. He mentioned way over the budget with the amount of dialogue lines that they used. And this was mentioned at 2020 Games Day when they were previewing Fallout 76 Wastelanders. So, yeah, it's going to be hard to top that one. That was released back in April 14th of 2020. Now, keep in mind, I could be wrong. This update could be bigger than the Wastelanders update. I didn't get to experience this to the fullest. I only experienced a little over 3 hours of this. So obviously I'm just going off what I've been shown from Bethesda and what I've experienced so far. At the moment, I don't think this one is bigger than the Wastelanders update. But I will say, to be clear, it is bigger than all the others after that update. In this new update that's supposed to be the biggest ever, we are going over to Ohio. Oh yeah, my home state. We cross over there from the Point Pleasant Bridge that the cultists repaired and, well, died crossing over to the new region. Looks like the Mothman let them down with this one, wasn't able to save them. You can literally find their dead bodies a little across the Point Pleasant Bridge that connects over to Ohio. And this new region is called Burning Springs. Over in this area, we could find a new questline to do, and it involves the ghoul from the Fallout TV show. Yes, that's right. The Ghoul, Cooper Howard, voiced by the actual actor from the TV show, David Goggins.
Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs?
I'm just kidding. I know his name is Walton Goggins. But could you imagine? I freaking love David Goggins. Respect that guy to the fullest, man. He really shows what you can be if you put your mind to it. But on a real note, seriously, how awesome is that? We get to experience playing through a storyline with the Ghoul, Cooper Howard, voiced by the actual actor, Walton Goggins. It's going to be an awesome experience. And the developers have him set up right outside of Vault 76 just so newer players just jumping into Fallout 76 will be able to discover him and do his quest line. Eventually, though, he will move over to the new region after you talk to him outside of Vault 76. Definitely a smart choice by Bethesda for his placement. And here's a little bit of Walton Goggins' voice acting within game. Check this out.
Got no time nor inclination to chit-chat. Find me at the last resort in Highway Town. Unless you got business, keep on walking.
This place never runs out of bounties.
You still interested in taking a bounty? That's a killer instinct I was looking for. Got a big stack of open contracts right there. Help yourself. More there than I could ever bother with. Unless you're looking for something juicy. Well, that's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, he sounds great. And the story seems interesting, not just because of Cooper Howard. I didn't get to experience much of it, but I've seen it does look interesting. There's a mystery that we unravel in the new region and why it's a desert now over in Ohio. Apparently it involves Abraxo chemicals, not specifically from a nuke. Also, there are some more unique characters within this new questline too, besides just Cooper Howard in the Ohio region, such as this awesome looking super mutant that actually has a brain and talks to us, and the voice acting sounds awesome with them. Check this out for an example.
There you are, fresh meat. That blood on your hands has people talking.
Yeah, the voice acting sounds awesome with them, doesn't it? I mean, you could tell Bethesda definitely took this update serious, because they are expecting an influx of players to jump into Fallout 76's universe once again when the Fallout TV show comes around, because last time, when the first season came around, dude, it spiked. As you can see here for some proof on the Steam database, in March of 2024, we had 12,735 concurrent Fallout 76 players. And then the next month in April, we had 73,368 concurrent players in Fallout 76. That is the most we've ever had in the game. And this was because of the Fallout TV show. The show released April 10th, 2024. And keep in mind, this is only on Steam. Of course, we got more Xbox and PlayStation players as well at the time. That's the reason why Bethesda is really taking this update serious. Seriously, can't wait to just dive more into this questline alone. But yeah, anyways, besides the questline, this new region is huge and is also desert-like, like Fallout New Vegas. Similar to what, the Fallout TV show will be themed this year. Except the TV show will be based around New Vegas and it won't be in Ohio. At least as far as I know from what we've learned about it so far. Not sure how Cooper Howard ended up in Ohio either. Maybe we'll find that out in this new story. This region also, of course, comes with many new unique locations. 23 new marked locations to be exact, and many new camp locations that we could place our camp at too. I didn't get to explore around everywhere, but from what I explored, there were some nice unique camp locations for us. I feel like they're really focusing up on the camp community, obviously, since the previous update where it was a huge camp revamp update. And also, they added one new workshop as well at a drive-in movie theater we can take over. So yeah, in total, we got 24 new locations. So to put this in comparison with the previous map expansion that we got within Skyline Valley, that one also came with 24 new marked locations. So this one comes with the same amount of new locations if we count the new workshop too. So it might not be bigger in that comparison, but size of land to explore and place our camp at, it's definitely bigger. You will find many new camp spots compared to Skyline Valley. And personally, I like it better also just because it's not gloomy looking all the time because of the store. Don't get me wrong, I like that story and the mystery that region had, but the environment really wasn't all that great, especially to make a camp at because it just looked gloomy all the time and it was kind of tough to see because of the storm in that area. This one though, it actually looks nice. You will get a sandstorm here and there though, which makes it hard to see, but it's definitely a cool feature within this new region. There will be sandstorms that will happen. Also, at night, The place is breathtaking. Seriously, guys, just look at this for an example. Look at how the sky looks like at night. Looks so good. Anyway, some other new things to look forward to within this new region are the new enemies that you'll come across. The ones that I know of so far are the Rust Raiders. They seem to be the main baddies around in this region. Also, I will say these Rust Raiders have tamed Deathclaws too. Like, they have Deathclaws within armor on their side. They are terrifying and tanky. As some of you may know, recently Deathclaws have gotten a buff too, where they are harder to take out. Also, you can find Deathclaws without armor too, and they are called Burning Deathclaws, specifically because they are in the Burning region, which we'll find out more of the mystery over why this place is labeled Burning within the new questline. Anyways, there's also Roadhogs that you'll run across in this region too, and you can find an alpha one as well. It's much bigger than just the regular Roadhogs, I will say. And they carry new type of meat on them. So yeah, there will be some new cooking recipes. Anyway, some other new features to look forward to within this new region. There will be 2 new public events that we will be able to do. These public events are actually unique too. One will be we have to protect a Deathclaw, specifically an armored Deathclaw that we got to protect. We're basically helping out this Deathclaw tamer. And at the end of this public event, we go against a giant matriarch Deathclaw. I'm curious on what happens if we nuke this event. Like, what happens when this matriarch Deathclaw is in radiation? Does it become glowing? I don't know, I'm interested though. Anyways, yeah, this public event is called Gearing Up. The other new public event in this region is called Sinkhole Solutions. And this is also a really awesome one that'll get you a lot of experience. You basically have to take on a bunch of waves of enemies, like rad scorpions and whatnot. You also have to destroy some nests. And then at the end, you're going to fight a legendary Burning Agua. Yeah. You're going to need some backup against this guy. I love these though. It's jam-packed with tons of enemies to take on for good experience. And we get a tanky boss to take on as well, where we have to work together to take it out. Of course, also, each of these are going to come with unique rewards that we get from these, like unique camp items and stuff. I don't know what all comes with them yet, but yeah, that's a little taste of them in action. Next up here, I want to get into the bounty system, as well as the new hub area, which is Highway Town. Over here, this is where the new bounty system will be at. Basically, you can trigger these bounties to appear over in this region, kind of like how the caravan was. You could trigger those to happen over in Skyline Valley, except these bounties are way more beneficial and more fun. Personally, to me, I feel like players are going to be more engaged with these than the caravans. But yeah, how this works is you go over to Highway Town, which, by the way, once you eventually come across the area where the bounty board is at, you can just fast travel straight into that area to get these kick-started, and you'll be able to trigger the bounties within here. Cooper Howard will actually talk to you about these bounties.
This place never runs out of bounties.
You still interested in taking a bounty? That's a killer instinct I was looking for. Got a big stack of open contracts right there. Help yourself. More there than I could ever bother with. Unless you're looking for something juicier. Well, that's a whole different ballgame.
So yeah, as you heard there, he'll tell you to help yourself to a bounty. And keep in mind as well, there's different kinds of bounties, like grunt bounties. And there's also head hunting bounties too, which those will be the ones that you put on the bounty board. But yeah, there will be a couple different bounties you can start in here, and once you do trigger one, you have to go to a specific area over here and take out the bounty. And these are some tough opponents, which of course, like I mentioned, these are really rewarding, so there will more than likely be players coming to join you to take out these tough bounties. Especially when this does first release, everyone's going to be doing them together, kind of like how caravans first start, except I think these are going to last way longer, and people are actually going to do these more than caravans, just because you get great loot and XP from doing these as well. Once you take them out, that will complete the bounty event, and you'll be rewarded legendaries and legendary modules, as well as repair kits. That's all I know of so far that you'll be rewarded from this. And you'll be rewarded legendaries, legendary modules, repair kits, XP. And yeah, that's all I know of so far that you'll be rewarded from doing this. Either way, it's already really rewarding. Speaking of loot, there's new legendary effects and new legendaries in general that you can get As you see here, for one quick example, I'm not going to be covering all of the new legendary effects that I ran into, but there's one called Lucid, and as you see, what it does is it states increases damage plus 40% as you fill your feral meter. Pretty interesting, and there's way more to do at Highway Town besides just bounties. It also will involve, you know, the main quest line within that region, and there's also tons of unique characters that you can trade with as well. One specifically I wanted to point out is Wendy. You know, the lady that was supposed to be over at Milepost 0, you know, that was a part of the caravans. Yeah, she's over here at Highway Town now, and you can get a lot of unique goodies from her. Highway Town over in the Ohio region is like the new place to be. Of course, it also has all the workbenches, a legendary script machine, a place where you can change your loadout, a place where you can insert your treasury notes. It's got it all. This new hub area is going to be like the new White Spring Mall location. It's got it all. But yeah, that's about wrapping up the information I got for y'all for now over this new update. Now let's go and get into the Fallout 76 event Bethesda setup, as well as these goodies that Bethesda gave me out there. Alright, sweet. For those of you that actually stuck around to the end, or, you know, skipped to the end just to check out what this is all about, I appreciate you guys, seriously. By the way, I'm in a hotel, so if I'm like, yeah, you know, quietly screaming, that's why. I don't want to wake anyone. Like, it's like 10 o'clock or something. I got to catch my plane tomorrow at 9:50-ish in the morning. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about everything that happened while it's fresh on my mind, you know. The event was today, which, speaking of the event, that's what I wanted to talk about next. The event was at the Microsoft Center, and I'll be real, I've never been to New York. Heck, I don't travel much, so me coming out here to New York, dude, it's, I don't know, I just feel so blessed. It was, you know, I'm just extremely grateful to have this opportunity to come out here. It was just an amazing experience. But yeah, we all met at the Microsoft Center. I walked over to it. It wasn't too far from my hotel that I was staying at. Well, most of the Fallout content creators were staying at as well too. Which, speaking of the event, I'm going to be getting into that here soon. Just want to show you this hotel that I was staying at. Check it out though. This is what the hotel looked like. It was called Midtown Dream by Hyatt. And dude, it was nice. Now let's go ahead and get into the event. The event wasn't too far from us. This hotel is literally right by Times Square. And we had to meet at the Microsoft Center, which also is in Times Square. And in here, dude, it looked freaking awesome. Look at this place. And also we got to go down into this private room for the event. And yeah, I'm sure this is what most of you wanted to see. And here's what it looked like. Dude, the setup was so cool. And this is before we even knew that this was based in Ohio for this new update, which, by the way, that's my home state. Heck yeah. But seriously though, this is before anyone even knew this update was going to be based in Ohio. People were assuming, a lot of people were assuming it would be, but no one knew for sure. And yeah, now looking at this, it makes sense what they got going on for their setup, because as you can see, it is a scrappy look for the setup, and that's their goal out of this. It was to make it scrappy looking, because, you know, raiders are around everywhere in this new region, the Ohio region. There's also a lot of mystery going on in this region. I really didn't get that much time. I mean, yeah, we got quite a bit of time to play, don't get me wrong, like, you know, 3 hours or so, but I didn't really get that invested as much as I could playing in the public test server, which is going to be coming. So yeah, as soon as the public test server comes out, I'm going to be diving more into the story. I am so curious about what's happening here. Why is this place called Burning, and what you know, what's going on? It has a mystery to it, which I like. So did the Skyline Valley region update. It had a good mystery to it. So yeah, I'm excited to dive more into this. I also am curious if there's going to be any world bosses. Like, what if we nuke? You know, I got to do it. What if we nuke that region and, you know, figure out if some kind of world boss spawns over there? Maybe like a giant death claw. I don't know. But seriously though, I'm curious. I'm going to do it. I'm sure you guys already know that. Like, what the heck? If there's a new update, there's got to be a nuke happening with Rifle. I mean, we already know he's going to do it. Anyways, that's how the event went. It was a blast. Also, while I was out at the event, I got this goodie bag here. I don't know what's inside of it. Nuka grape. I really want to drink this, but I'm not going to, because it's a collector's item. Pretty cool. Yeah, that came with it. Came in this little protector bag. Also this says caps on the front of it. If I open, oh, little bottle caps. Cool. I'm gonna put this in my display in the background of my videos. But yeah, here's once again what the bag looked like, and I'll show you the box. I don't know what's inside the box yet. I'm excited to find out though. Let's do the unboxing. Let's just do it. So here it is. It says Vault Tech at the top. It says fragile. Dude, what the heck? My hand's like, I don't know. Super veiny. Okay. Anyways, let's do this, guys. I'm not going to unbox it with a blowtorch or a chainsaw this time. I know I normally do stuff like that. Since you stuck around to the end of this, let's just do it all. Showing you the whole experience. Got to play the biggest update ever for Fallout 76. Don't know how it's the biggest update yet. It doesn't seem bigger than Wastelanders right now. It doesn't seem bigger than Wastelanders right now, but then again, I don't know for sure because I didn't get to play the whole thing. I only got to play bits and bobs of it and only 30 minutes of recording basically. So, don't know yet. Maybe he meant like the biggest update ever after Wastelanders. Oh, what? Oh, no way. No way. Oh, yeah. Dude. It's a Pip-Boy. Oh, dude. I feel like a little kid right now. I feel so excited. I feel like a little kid at Christmas right now. Oh my gosh. I'm afraid to touch it. Oh, yeah. Dude, yes. I know these things are not cheap. So grateful. Whoa! I can update it too. Look at this thing. Oh my gosh. Look at that thing. And yes, it clamps off right here. So I can adjust it to my arm. I'll tinker with this a little more later. What is this? What is this? Oh! It's a stand. I could have this in the background of my videos. Heck yeah, dude. Thank you, Bethesda, for this. Seriously. I don't know if they're watching this or not, but so grateful, guys. I wasn't the most talkative out there, but trust me, I am grateful. Just how I am, more to myself. Some people take it the wrong way and think, like, man, he doesn't like me, or man, he was rude. And I come off like that sometimes. I feel like anyways. Maybe that's just me overthinking. But yeah, that was what was in it, guys. Freaking awesome. Guess that's wrapping up this video though. Appreciate y'all just sticking around and listening to this. I'm still in the hotel, so had to be a little bit more quiet when I was talking. Hopefully you enjoyed like this little vlog at the end. I'm out of here though. As always, most importantly, appreciate y'all taking the time watching and listening. God bless. Okay, so it turns out I'm not allowed to bring this on the plane, so I'm just going to go ahead and try it now. Don't really fly much, so I didn't know that. So, yeah, let's try it. Tastes good. Tastes like grape. And very sugary. Yep. Tastes like grape soda. Nothing too out of ordinary, but I'm definitely going to keep the bottle as well as the cap it came with. Definitely going to keep it and just put it in the background of my videos in my display case, for sure. Just wanted to give you guys an update about that. I tried to just take the drink, but yeah, that didn't work out. Also, just figured out it has red 40 and blue 1 in it. Not really a big fan of the red 40 ingredient specifically, so yeah, just giving you guys a heads up, it does have those ingredients in there. But I'm keeping this bottle. Heck yeah.